What's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day. And today, we're going to be talking about the Houston Astros potentially signing Jorge Polanco. It's been reported that the Houston Astros have interest in signing Jorge Polanco and are very interested in him. Jorge Polanco, who is a 31-year-old all-star, one-time All-Star who can play shortstop and second baseman. This potential signing doesn't even make sense to me, just to be completely honest. It doesn't even affect Alex Bregman, the re-signing of Alex Bregman, if you ask me. Because if this is a guy who can only play second and shortstop, if Alex is coming back and the Astros only have plans to bring him back to play third, it doesn't really affect Alex Bregman and him playing third base again for this Astros team. But at the same time, what is Jorge Polanco's role on this team? Because he's played left field a little bit in his career, but I don't think it's something you want to move him to. And you have Isaac Paredes and Christian Walker at first and third. You have Altuve at second and Jeremy at shortstop. And I think the only reason why you'd want to move Pena or Altuve to the outfield would be to bring Bregman back. I don't see the Astros wanting to move Altuve or Pena to the outfield just to get Jorge Polanco. So would this be a signing just to be a nice depth piece of this team, a bench piece? Because unless Jorge Polanco is playing in the outfield, that's what it seems. It seems like he would be a backup infielder. And maybe the Astros do need a backup infielder if Mauricio Dubon's going to be playing more in center field or in right field this year, or just in the entire outfield. If Dubon's going to maybe be focusing more on the outfield this year, maybe they need a backup infielder. But is that something Jorge Polanco would be okay with, who played 120 games last year, and has been for a good part of his career in the last couple years has been an everyday starter. 120 games in Seattle. It was not such a great year with a 213 batting average, had 417 at-bats, 89 hits, but the year before Minnesota, 80 games, had some injuries, but still looked pretty good with Minnesota. Batting average was 255. 2022, he played 104 games, 375 at-bats, 88 hits, 16 doubles with 16 home runs, 56 RBIs, batting average is 235. 2021, he played 152 games. 2020, he played 55 of the 60 games for Minnesota. In 2019, he played 153. So could this potentially be a backup signing for the Astros? I don't know. Jorge Polanco did have a definite drop-off last year. His year compared to years prior was definitely not that good at all. 213 batting average, 16 home runs, 45 RBIs, only 118 games. And I'd like to see him do better, but I know he's not going to do better than Christian Walker or Isaac Paredes would be. Maybe, look, this is a possibility, and I don't know how this would work, but Isaac could go to the outfield and Jorge Polanco comes in and, because I don't think Jorge Polanco would play third. But, I guess one way for this to work would for Jorge Polanco to play second base and Isaac Paredes to play third, and then Altuve moved to the outfield. But I don't think the Astros should move Altuve to the outfield for Jorge Polanco. I don't want to see Altuve in the outfield. And a part of me doesn't even want to see Altuve go to the outfield if it means Bregman's coming back. But I would slightly be okay with it because you're getting Alex Bregman back. But for Jorge Polanco, Altuve does not need to go to the outfield. So I'd be okay with this signing if it's a signing where he's going to be a bench hitter for the Astros. But as an everyday player, no, absolutely not. But he would be a good backup option if someone gets hurt or someone needs a day off. But is that something he wants to do? And I'd really, and look, maybe there's a possibility, and this is crazy to say, but maybe there's a possibility both Jorge Polanco and Alex Bregman could come to Houston. I really doubt it. But the only reason I say that both could end up in Houston is just because of the fact that I don't see a world where Jorge Polanco is, an everyday starter for this Astros team Bregman is supposed to be an everyday starter and would be the everyday starter at third base. While Jorge Polanco, I really think he would just be, a bench hitter for this Astros team and would, step up if someone needed a day off. I don't see much more than that with this signing. But if the Astros do have plans to bring him in for more than that, you want to bring him into the infield and move someone in the outfield for him or put him in the outfield? No, do not make this signing. But if this is just for he's going to be our bench guy, he's going to be our backup infielder, he's gonna come in and start at second base if Jose needs a day off, or start at shortstop if Jeremy needs a day off, and we can have Dubon in the outfield at the same time while he comes in and gives those guys days off. Or if, God forbid, anything happens to Altuve or Jeremy Pena and they get injured, he comes in, he can be a starter. That's a good option. That's a good way to have Jorge Polanco. But anything else, no. No, thank you. Let me know your thoughts on the potential signing for the Astros in the comment section, and peace out.